What's going on, everyone? It's DV, and we're back in Roblox BedWars, and today we got a special spawn list command list, at least for the different spawn commands that you can use for different items in the game. So you've been trying to figure out how to spawn certain things like, dodos or, ducks or anything like that. This list should give you everything you need to know about the game's current commands as of this update. So the last update we got was the Lucky Blocks V3. So if you're watching this in the future and there's an item that's missing, definitely take a look at the link in the description below. I will have a link to a full document that you can utilize for referencing any of these commands, which will be up to date. So in the future, if you're seeing something that's missing, maybe this video doesn't have something you're looking for, well, check that link in the description because it might have it. So before I begin though, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and get started with this. Now, as a side note, this will not work in regular matches if you're trying to do this. Also, currently you need to be the host in order for these commands to work. So as far as the order of things that we're going to be doing here, we're going to start out with the armor. So starting with the first set here, we're going to spawn leather boots, right? Leather underscore boots. And then we're also going to spawn leather chest plate, and then we're going to spawn leather helmet. So the nice thing about these is pretty much all the way through emerald, you're going to use the same commands. So if you want to do diamond underscore boots, that works, and so on. So essentially it's the same thing, right? You can go iron boots, and you can do the iron helmets, iron underscore chest plate. You can also do spawn diamond chest plate. You can also do spawn emerald chest plate, like that. And then you can also spawn, which is the new juggernaut armor or chest plate. It's basically, it's instead of calling it juggernaut, it is void. So it's the next level up above emerald. So it's going to be void underscore chest plate. That's what it looks like. You can also do void boots. And you can do, so you can spawn the void helmet. I already have a copy of the helmet in here. So that's what that looks like. And same for like, if you want to spawn like diamond helmet, you can do that. You could spawn diamond boots. Pretty self-explanatory, right? So I'm not going to show you every single one of these, but essentially, if you're looking for the juggernaut, it's going to be void underscore instead of juggernaut underscore. Also, you got the warrior stuff. So you get the warrior. So you're going to spawn warrior helmet. I'll show you that. You just got to unequip all these, which is the warrior helmet. You can also spawn warrior chest plate, which looks like that. And then you can also spawn warrior underscore boots. There you go. Real nice and simple. It looks awesome too. Next up, we got speed boots, which are pretty cool. So basically with speed boots, if I equip them, you have basically double speed here. It's pretty crazy. So if you're doing like maybe a race or something, or if you want to run faster, maybe there's like, you're playing tag and you're like, or you're playing hide and seek, you can use this so you can catch up with players. It's pretty cool. Speed boots. You also have jump boots, which is a double jump boot, which looks like this. So you get a little bit of a double jump here, which is pretty cool. And some of these are pretty interesting. So like if you wanted to combo these, so like you got your speed boots, right? And you can also do a speed potion, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. You can do this, and now you got this crazy speed hacker. You get the speed pie, spawn pie, now you eat the pie too, and now you're just blazing. So that's the different armor that you can wear in the game. Next up, we're going to talk about a few consumables that are in the game. So you have spawn apple, which is obviously the apple that you can do from Baker. Next up, you got spawn pie, which is obviously the speed pie. So if you're trying to go a little faster, you can eat the speed pies. If you're looking for currency, so say you're starting a match that you want to be able to actually get a lot of stuff quickly, you can do spawn emerald. And then I like to use INF. That way you don't have to keep running out. INF basically means infinite. So if you type spawn iron infinite, spawn diamond infinite, those are the three commands you really want to do at the start of your customs if you're like a host and you're trying to buy stuff quickly, because then you never run out, right? And so you can max all this stuff out. You can buy as many ducks as you want. You can upgrade all your generator items. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can pretty much do that. You'll have infinite of those items. Same goes for some of the ammo items. So the ammunition items, if you're looking for those, say you get like a rocket launcher or a bow or anything like that, the ammunition items are going to be /spawn arrow. And then I like to do infinite. Again, you don't want to run out of these. You can also do /spawn firework underscore arrow. If you remember the firework arrows, they're still in the game. They're just hidden in customs. And then also spawn rocket launcher missile. And then you can do inf on that too. So that's just if you have an RPG. So if you want to spawn a rocket launcher, now you got a rocket launcher and you have infinite ammo. So if I wanted to kill him, pretty much nuke him. He says calm down. Should we calm down? Let me know in the comments below if we should calm down. Ooh. Oh, he's done. So next up are lucky block items. If you're trying to do like, maybe a match with lucky block, there's a bunch of different lucky block blocks you can do. So you can do /spawn lucky block, and then you can put infinite if you want infinite. And what's cool about this is you can pretty much do some crazy stuff here. You can bridge with them. You can do it. You'll have as many as you want. If you're looking for the purple one, which is the really, really special, like more rare items, you can do /spawn purple underscore lucky block. And now you get the purple ones, which you usually only get from lucky drops. Now, if you're in a match and you want to give players an option to be able to go and pick these up themselves, you can type /lucky airdrop. and you'll get a lucky airdrop inbound, and you can see they're dropping now. So if you're looking for lucky blocks, that's a way to do it. Now, that is not a spawn command, but it kind of is, so I wanted to include it. And of course, if you really wanted to, you can protect your bed with these. Next up, we have a bunch of potions to show you. So I'm going to show you all the different potion commands. So let me go and clear these. So for the big shield, you're going to be typing in /spawn, and then you're going to do big_shield, and that's going to give you a shield potion, which gives you some nice armor right there. You can see that. There's also a small one. I don't know why you'd want to spawn a small one, but you could do spawn mini_shield, and now you got this one here. It's basically a smaller version of that. Kind of useless if you have the big one. The next one's pretty fun. It's the force field. So if you type in /spawn and then force field, one word, and then _potion, you'll get this really cool force field potion. It doesn't last very long. You can see this is what it looks like right there, and it basically ragdolls players. Oh, he got yeeted. So it doesn't last very long. I think it lasts for like 10 seconds tops. It's not very long. Next, we have a giant potion, which it kind of breaks. I think if you're wearing armor, it looks a little weird. But if you type spawn space giant_potion, this is the potion you get. You see now I look like a giant. It kind of breaks. You notice the head's like out of place and stuff. But this is the giant potion. If you want to do a jump potion, it is spawn jump_potion. And I don't know why my armor looks like that now, but jump potion gives you a higher jump. And then there's also speed potions. So it's going to be spawn speed_potion, and you get this one, which makes you go really fast. You can't really tell because I'm a giant right now, but it's a much faster. Wow, look at the armor. It's all messed up. My body's all messed up. Look at that. Now, if you're looking for the opposite of being big and you want to be small, you could type in /spawn, and it's shrink_potion, and you get this yellow one. And after you do that, you're tiny. You're really small, and that's how you look. Great for hide and seek, by the way. Next, you have a smoke bomb, which is /spawn smoke_bomb, which is actually a potion. So if you eat that, you'll notice you turn invis, which is kind of like the invisible. You can see the invisibility potion is right here. It is being used. It's the same thing. The only difference is there's like smoke kind of effect. But if you type spawn invisibility_potion, it's the same thing. The only difference is there's, footprints, and you don't see the smoke, but you can see the footprints on the ground. So those are all the different potions that I know of currently in the game. Next up, let's talk about some of the throwable items. So there's a ton of throwables. There's a bunch of rocks in the game. So if you type in spawn large rock, this is the old rock that you remember. This is an older one. They also have a new one that I'm going to show you, which is the heat seeking one. So if you type in /spawn heat_seeking rock, there's two different ones. So there's this one and this one. So you can see the size difference. So this is the original right here. I'm going to toss it his way. And this one is crazy. This is basically like a guided... Whoa, did I knock myself? How did I die? That's hilarious. Let's do that again. So it's spawn heat seeking rock. Let's do two of them. We're going to use them against Finland here. Let's see what happens. Boom. Oh, that does so much damage. Oh, I'm hitting his clone. That's why. Look at this rock. He's all rude. It doesn't do a crazy amount of knockback, but it does quite a bit of damage if you look at his clones. His clones, there's so many of them. All right, next up, we've got a black hole. But if you type in spawn and then black_hole_bomb, this is what it looks like. And if you toss it at him, they can end up getting sucked into it. You'll see he's going to get absorbed into it. Yeah, he's kind of stuck in it now, and you can't get out of it. That's a great one for trapping players. It's really annoying. Next up is a bridge. So if you haven't seen this one, it's spawn throwable_bridge. And what you're going to see on this one is you can, it's a temporary bridge. You've probably seen this before, and you can kind of just get around wherever you want. So that's really great if you're just trying to get places quickly in a match. So you don't have to, get a bunch of blocks and stuff. Just spawn those. Next up is no surprise. You got fireball. I like to do infinites for these. Oops, sorry, Finland. Don't think you like that. All right, so those are the fireballs. You saw the bridges. We also have a couple different types of snowballs. So if you recall, there's the Frosty kit. So if you want the similar snowballs as Frosty, you're going to type in spawn, and it's going to be frosted_snowball. And what's cool about this is you have unlimited of these. So these are pretty annoying to be going up against. So you can see he's going to hate them. They're really fast, too, compared to the other one. It's really annoying. You can't get away from it. So that is a frosted snowball. It's really annoying. And then, of course, you have the regular snowball. If you type in spawn snowball, you have the regular ones, too. These aren't as cool, but they're super helpful still. They only do 1 damage, unlike the frosted. Frosted is really nice because it slows them. So the next one we're going to do is impulse grenade. So if you type in spawn impulse, IMPULSE grenade. And I like to do infinite anytime I do stuff like that. You can see I already got it equipped. And this one's kind of cool because it does like a crazy explosion. And you'll see the explosion on him. Boom. Oh, he just got yeeted. He just got yeeted again. It's crazy powerful. So the next one is going to be the lasso, which is not really a throwable, but it kind of is. This one's just the one that comes with Lassie. So you're probably familiar. Oh my gosh, what did you just do? So that's pretty much your standard lasso if you're trying to test that out. So the next one is the similar item is what Jack has. So Jack has an oil blob, right? So if you type in slash spawn and it's going to be oil underscore consumable, you can see we got this oil blob that you can throw now. And it does a little bit of damage. It's not great, but basically that's what that one is. Now this one's got to be one of my favorites. Like I can't wait to do this in a video, one of these custom videos coming up soon. But you can type in slash spawn and do Santa bomb and you can do infinite on this. So no more having to run out of iron. And you could pretty much just spam bomb. We're gonna yeet him. This is gonna be the biggest explosion you've ever seen. Oh god. Oh no. All right, so you saw Santa. That didn't last very long, but that was a crazy explosion. Next, we're gonna do smoke grenade. So this one's kind of You've seen it a million times. You can never get rid of them fast enough inside, you know, lucky blocks. they're kind of okay, but essentially it's smoke underscore grenade. Don't confuse this with smoke underscore bomb, by the way. The smoke bomb is basically that invisible potion by the smoke kit. I already showed you that a little bit earlier. So that is smoke underscore bomb. This one's a grenade. Next up, I'm gonna be showing you the spear and spirit. So check this out. So the spear for Aries is insane, and you don't have a limit of carrying this. You know, in this case, we can use as many of these as you want, so you don't have like the limitation that you typically do. Oh, he just got worked. So it's underscore spear on that one. The next one we're going to show you is spawn, and it's going to be spirit, and we could do infinite on this as well. Now you do have a max limit on these because it won't let you like put too many of them out. He's done. So that's spirits. Next up is a steel ball. So you can type spawn called robbery ball. You got to do this, the quantity though. So we'll do one. So these are kind of weird. So apparently you can like throw them at players and you can steal stuff from them. So you can see I just got a sword. He doesn't have a sword. All right, the next one we're going to show is going to be the swap ball. So spawn swap underscore ball. We're going to get a bunch of these as well. Ready? Here we go. He knows. He knows. He knows what we're going to do. So that is what swap ball does. It basically swaps places. That was great. Okay, so next we've got throwing knives. We type in spawn throwing knife infinite. Now you have infinite throwing knives. These are going to be crazy, but not very good though. I have to say these aren't very good. It might be because I'm spamming it. Oh, it's triple shot. That's right. I forgot about triple shot. So if you hold down on these, it does triple shot. Next up, we're going to show some traps. So there's 4 different traps that I know of currently in the game. So if you type in for the banana peel, you can type in spawn and then banana underscore peel, and these are really, really troll items. You got to be careful with these because they will suffocate you. Let's try to... Oh, I got him. Oof. He just got yeeted off the cliff. Yeah, they're really powerful. They're a really powerful item. Next up, we got slash spawn, and then you can do Tesla underscore trap, and you can type in the quantity that you want. And finally, for the trapper's trap, I know that sounds funny, it's slash spawn snap underscore trap, and you can do infinite on that if you want. So if you want to bridge with them, it's pretty hilarious to bridge with these guys. You can also make a ladder out of these, which is pretty nutty, but that's a bridge right there. And then there's one final trap, which is the pop-up trap. So you can do slash spawn, and it's called pop-up underscore cube, and you can get like, you know, a bunch of those if you want. These are pretty cool. If you just want to build a giant house real quick, that's the way to do it. Okay, so that is the pop-up trap. Now, before we dive into weapons, I want to show you a couple world spawn items. You can spawn bee entities if you're like a beekeeper. Maybe you want to do like a bee catching game or something like that. You can type in slash spawn, and you're going to type in bee underscore entity and the number of bees you want. So if you want to like a swarm of them, that's what that looks like. Big swarm of bees. You can also spawn ducks. I'm not going to do a crazy number of these, but you can spawn ducks by doing spawn duck underscore entity. I'm just going to do one. There he is right there. You can also do spawn dodo underscore entity, and that's going to spawn a dodo. You can type in the number of dodos you want, and there he is. You can also spawn ghosts. So if you're he's being chased by the duck. Okay, he got away from the duck. Okay, I just wanted to see. The next thing you can do is if you're Gompy with a vacuum, you can type in spawn ghost. You can actually be Gompy. So if you want to spawn a vacuum, you could do so. Spawn vacuum, and you got to do quantity sometimes. You could actually be Gompy, technically. Now, unfortunately, if you spawn the vacuum, it doesn't actually work. So yeah, it doesn't look like you got to have the flamethrower kit enabled for this to even work. So if you don't have the kit, you won't be able to use some of these items. Like this one's clearly broken. So like I said, those are the world spawns. Now let's go to the next piece here, which are all the different weapons. So you can actually spawn, as you would expect, you can spawn baguettes. So that's the baguette. No surprise. You can spawn a baseball bat, which is kind of a secret item. So it's got a crazy... Whoa. 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 Whoa there. I think it does like, it's insta-kill. Yeah, it's just straight up 100. It's a baseball bat, but it's just basically an empty block. I think this is a secret item that shouldn't be in the game. If you're trying to mess around with it, that's the command. You can also spawn a regular bow with, it's using wood _ bow. Same goes for crossbow. Spawn wood crossbow. So if you're trying to just do like spawn bow, that's why it's not working, is you have to put the wood _ before the actual item. And then on top of that, staying with the, crossbows, if you want to do the tactical bow, you go spawn tactical _ crossbow. And then you get the tactical, which looks like this, obviously. And of course, you're going to need ammo, so make sure you spawn those arrows. You also have the ability to do this new item that is a battle axe. So if you do spawn battle _ axe, you get the new one. It's kind of weak right now, but this is what it looks like. Similarly, they have a new item that's called a twirl blade that came out with the same update. So if you type in /spawn and then twirl blade, all one word, this is what it looks like. It's pretty powerful. This weapon is insane. So I don't think he's experienced it yet, but it's 75 damage right there. It is pretty nuts. Next up, if you want to do a giant sword, it is spawn. Then you're going to put big _ wood _ sword. And that's when you get this giant sword. It's not very good, but it's pretty fast. I mean, it's about the same. It's just giant. So if you were like the giant, so if you did like giant potion and became a giant with this, then it's like the perfect size, right? That's perfect size. Next up, we're going to do the deos, which are Uzi kit deos. So if you type /spawn wood _ deo, you'll get this, which we already have equipped. So I don't know if it works because I do have the kit equipped right now. I don't know if it's going to work without the kit. It should work without the kit. And of course, if you want to do iron, you can do /spawn iron deo. You can do /spawn diamond deo. You can do /spawn emerald deo. And that's how you progress up those. Now, if you're trying to do the swords, it's pretty straightforward. So you type in spawn and it's going to be wood sword. And then you got spawn iron sword, stone sword, all that, pretty straightforward on these. Spawn emerald sword. Pretty straightforward, right? You also have the /diamond _ sword. I already showed you /spawn flamethrower, which is going to spawn you a flamethrower. If you're trying to get ammo for that, you can do /spawn ember. And you can do infinite. So if you're trying to upgrade that stuff, you can. But the problem is, like I said, you have to be the kit. And this isn't going to work because I don't have the kit enabled. So the code's not here for this kit. So none of this is going to work without the kit. So make sure you have the kit. If you don't have the kit, rip. Next, if you're looking for the golden bow, I forgot about this one. So it's golden _ bow. It's that crazy bow. This thing's fantastic. And if you type in spawn arrow, and if you can get unlimited, arrow ammo, and you can bullium and rip. One more bow related item, which is Vanessa's bow. So if you type in /spawn, and then you're going to type in feather _ bow, you're going to get this one that looks like a regular bow. And this is Vanessa's bow that she should have had, to be honest. It just doesn't work with arrows because it's non-functional, but so it's just a cool cosmetic if you want to just mess around with players. Like, look, I got a new bow. You also have the ice sword, which is spawn ice _ sword, which is Freya's sword. So if you've been hoping to check that out, you can. I showed this one already, but where you could type in spawn rocket _ launcher, and you can get a rocket launcher. But just make sure you get the ammo, which is spawn rocket launcher missile, and you can do infinite, and that's how you get the ammo. By the way, shout out to Finland for hanging out here. But this is the scythe here. This is a really powerful weapon. It's more powerful than the rage blade because it does 70 damage. This is a really good weapon. Next up, you have a taser pistol. So if you want to spawn that, it's spawn taser. And this thing's going to act a lot like banana peels. So if you shoot someone, you got to get up real close to them. You can basically do that, and it ragdolls them. So again, it's just taser. So the next one's going to be the void axe. So if you type in spawn void _ axe, and it includes the abilities too, just like you'd expect out of the kit, even though I just yeeted off the building. You also have spawn jade _ hammer. And you have to, I believe on this one, you have to put the quantity. Yeah. So again, you can try out jade without her. If you don't have jade, you can still use her. And you also have the knockback fish. So you can type in spawn knockback _ fish. This thing's kind of weak in my opinion, but it's funny. Pretty good one. You can of course spawn the rage blade. It's all one word. And now your weapon's upgraded. You can also spawn the wizard staff. So spawn wizard _ staff. Now you got the wizard staff. This is a great one to bully players with. He runs to it. So those are all the weapons that we currently know about. I'm going to show you some other stuff now. These are kind of miscellaneous items that I couldn't really categorize in weapons technically, but are still really good. We're going to hit those in a second actually. But before I do, let me show you some of the tools real quick. If you're looking for the tool commands, we'll get through them real quick because they're not as fun, but you might be looking for them. So if you're looking for the B net, it's spawn and then B _ net. And there's your bee net. So if you're looking for a bee, you can go and pick them up. And of course, you can spawn them. Already showed that. Next up is going to be spawn diamond. So these are all the different pickaxes. It's going to be wood, just like chest plate, just like sword. I already showed you all the commands for those. So there's obviously wood, stone, iron, and diamond axes and pickaxes. So if you type in /spawn and then wood _ axe, and then of course you can do the same. You can do diamond _ axe. You can do, you know, iron _ axe. You can do spawn diamond _ pickaxe, and there's those. So those are all your tools. And then you have this one, which is the shears. So you type in spawn shears, you can get your shears. And those are all the tools currently in the game. Now let's go back over to the weapons from miscellaneous items. These are pretty cool. So we're going to first show you some weird glitchy items. So if you recall, Amy does have some axolotls. They don't show up in the inventory at all, but if you want, you can check them out. So you can type in spawn break _ speed axolotl, and you'll see that one shows up. You can also do spawn damage _ axolotl. You can also do spawn shield axolotl. You can also do spawn regen _ axolotl rather. Just like that. Now you get all 4 of them. They don't show up, but they do show up in your inventory, which is kind of fun to still see. But I don't think you can even drop them, can you? Oh, you can, but you can't see them. So they're not visually there. They're just objects that, you know, aren't meant to be displayed that way. Of course, you can also spawn a bee. So if you want to just hold a bee, you can. I don't know why you would want to, but it's kind of useless. You can't do anything with it other than maybe you can use it for putting into your beehive. So if you're trying to like upgrade a beehive, so if I type in spawn beehive 1, you know, and if I did spawn bee infinite, I could pretty much max out a beehive like this and just insert these endlessly and upgrade it until you can't upgrade it anymore. I don't even know if you can. Like, is there ever a limit? Let me see. 9, 10. Maybe there's no end to this. Is there even an end? This thing's got 21 levels. That's crazy. So yeah, I don't think there's an end to it. So that's the bees. And then you can do, obviously, spawn balloon. You can have infinite balloons here if you're just messing around in a match. You can also do spawn telepearl infinite. So there's all your telepearls. If you're looking for an enchant table, you can type in spawn broken _ enchant _ table. And this is what you're able to place. And of course you can't because it's not your teams, but you can kind of set it up if you really want to. You just can't do anything with it. It looks like it tries to. Look at, I wonder if you spam that, could you actually complete it? And then of course you also have a completed enchanted table. So if you type in spawn enchant table, there's your regular enchant table. You can also do spawn build hammer. So it's just spawn hammer. So if you're looking for the builder hammer, there it is. And let's see if you can actually use it without the builder kit. Let me see if you can. I have a feeling you can. Yeah, you can totally use it. That's cool. So you can use the builder hammer if you want. It's just hammer. Next up, if you want a cannon, you can type in just cannon there, spawn cannon. Now you got your cannons. If you want carrot seeds, it's carrot seeds, not seed, by the way. It's carrot seeds, and it's carrot _ seeds, and you can spawn those. You can also do the same thing with melon. So you can do melon _ seeds, and then a quantity that you want, and then you become basically Cletus, who's retired. No, I'm just kidding. So that is the seeds. You can also do the secret item called a cauldron. I've been told to do this a lot on stream. Basically, look, it says repair 8 diamonds. I think it was basically a test for this, and eventually they changed it to a table, but I bet it initially was a cauldron that was like a brewing cauldron that would allow you to do enchantments. So that's what that looks like. Can't do anything with it. Invisibility jump. Oh, that's weird. So if you upgrade it, this is what you get. Next up is charge shield. So it's charge _ shield, and that's what we get right here. You can see you get this crazy shield. Looks like Captain America. You probably had this before. If not, definitely check it out. Next up is kind of a weird one. If you do spawn chest or spawn personal _ chest, you get these 2 chests. Like if you're just kind of messing around, maybe if you're decorating or something, maybe you want to build your own island, and it works. Like you can actually use these. It's pretty cool. So maybe you're doing like a customs one-on-one, and you want to be able to allow players to have those. I don't know. That's kind of weird. But next up, if you want to spawn duck eggs, it's spawn, and then it's going to be duck _ spawn _ egg. Although I'd rather use the spawn entity one because you don't have to do this. But if you're just doing this with maybe you want to give players eggs and stuff to use, you can do that because they won't have admin commands. Next up, if you want to do a fishing rod, you can do spawn fishing _ rod. That's going to give you the fishing rod. And of course, an oldie but goodie. Remember the guided missile? It's guided _ missile. And you can do as many of these as you want. And I love this one. This one's so much fun. It's a lot like the large rock. If you remember the heat-seeking rock, it's kind of like that. Let's get him. Boom. Doesn't do quite as much knockback though. This used to be so much fun to have. Oh, he got yeeted. Next up, if you want a guitar, you can type spawn guitar, big surprise. And you'll end up with the melody guitar. Hang glider, it's slash spawn hang underscore glider. And you can fly around with this guy. If you want the infernal shield, you can do spawn shield. And this is a really, really boring item, but if you want to do that, you can do it. I already showed you Jade Hammer as well as the other hammer. If you want to do a Juggernaut chest, you can do spawn Juggernaut underscore crate and the number that you want. Now, these don't currently work in the game. We tried them. It doesn't seem to give you Juggernaut. Let's see if it does. Yeah, it doesn't work. So it looks cool though. That's what it looks like in Juggernaut mode, but you can't. You have to be in the actual mode for the code to work. You can also spawn ravens. So there's a raven. If you want to use ravens, you can. If you want to spawn a stopwatch, it's spawn stop watch, all one word. Next up, if you wanted to be Vulcan, you can do spawn, and then it's going to be camera turret, because you do need a turret, and then you'll need to spawn a tablet. So it's spawn tablet, and once you place this down, you can actually use it. It does work out without the Vulcan, so you don't need the Vulcan kit to be able to try this out, which is pretty cool. And then as you recall, the zip lines were removed from the game except for lucky blocks, but you can still spawn them. So you can type spawn zipline, and then you can pretty much set up a bunch of zip lines, and you can use them. Ooh. Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up. So finally, we got some blocks here that I'm going to show you. There's a ton of blocks. I'm not going to go through every single one of these. There's honestly so many of these. But we're going to try to go through them as fast as we can, okay? So first up, you can spawn bed, and you can use bed to be able to bridge. Pretty much you can use these. They're just black default beds without being colored yet. That's what they look like. You can also do spawn fake underscore bed, and they'll actually be colored. So you can see, and they should be like, yeah, they're all pink. So if you want an actual colored bed, oh dude, he's cheating. He's gonna get yeeted. He just got killed. So all these other ones, I'm just going to show you a bunch of blocks you can get. So you can type in /spawn, and it's going to be birch underscore log, spawn birch underscore log 1. So you can see what that looks like. It's basically, if you want to do a tree, you have birch planks, which is wood underscore plank underscore birch. And there's a whole lot more of these inside the document that I'm going to show you in the description below. You can also do grass, you can do stone, you can do cobblestone. All of those are going to be referenced in the description. I'm going to only give you a couple of the important ones that you're going to probably use during matches, and that's going to be the wool. So if you're looking for the wool, it's going to be spawn wool underscore blue, and there's our blue wool and so on. So if you want to spawn wool underscore pink, there's your pink wool, spawn wool underscore red, there's your red, and so on. You can also, I'm going to tell you some of the things you can also spawn. You can spawn in concrete, you can spawn in coral. So if you're looking for the Fisherman Coral, you can do that. You can spawn in obsidian, dirt, diamond blocks, emerald blocks, bricks, different colors of clay. You can do ice blocks, glass blocks, marble blocks. There's like oak, spruce, stone slabs, tan clay, all kinds of clay. And so I'm not going to go through all of those just because this video is turning into a very long video, but definitely check out the link in the description. It's currently an Excel file, but I will replace it as soon as I make it a web page. I will replace it so you can check it out on a web browser instead of having to worry about loading up a Google Doc or anything like that. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and special thanks to my clan here, DV Finland, Kyrie, DV Cat, Porky, and everyone else that helped out with the doc. I really appreciate the help. Without them, this would have taken so much longer. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments below if you find another command that I don't have. Until next time, peace.